Okay, hi, filling the Kolachy. I bought raspberry preserves, organic, I like to keep it classy, and apricot preserves. A lot of people like pineapple, actually, pineapple preserves. You can fill it with any kind of preserves you want. So half of them, I'm gonna do a dollop, and I'm not gonna tell you, like in my instructions it says a teaspoon. It's really just gonna be however big you make your square. It's like that. Okay, it's approximate. I'm sorry. That's, that's like a tablespoon and a half, a teaspoon and a half. But some of them are smaller and only have a teaspoon. So you just kind of want a thin layer that comes not all the way out to the edge. Do you see? Basically, we're gonna fold it over like this, which is why you want squares, not rectangles. When you have a rectangle, you end up with like a shape like that, and it's not very pretty. So I don't know if you could tell by that little thing, but so you just kind of smear jam, thick, not thick. Do you see how thick that is? It's like, it's thick, it's fairly thick. You don't want too much because it tends to run. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it festive. You want to be able to see the jam out the sides because these are the jewels of Christmas cookies. That's what it said. Anyway, so I'm gonna believe it. Okay, so I did raspberry. I'm not gonna do apricot here, just for the purposes of, video length. But I'm gonna show you how to pinch them. So here's the other thing. Let me just wash my hand quick. Here's the other thing in the recipe, and then all the comments. The fear-based thing with making these cookies is that they have a tendency to come apart when you cook them. So one mom said, one old Slovenian mom I read, said, pinch them good. Now, when I pinch them good, it makes the dough thin. I'm kind of, skeptical. Another one said, oh, insert a toothpick into both of them and it won't come undone. Here's the thing. I've made a batch of these. I think it's just more up to chance. And do you know what I think works even better than that? Is making sure you have a large area to fold over. That's what I think works. And I just give it like a little pinch. And then I insert the toothpick. Because what happens is when you get too little, so if I overfilled this one, say, and I went to pinch it and it only overlapped like barely, it's gonna come out. Guaranteed. So I think part of the trick is don't overfill, make sure you have a generous overlap, and then kind of pat it down because the dough will kind of seal together there too, and just kind of give it more of a better chance. Now, after those are done, line them up on your cookie sheet. Look at how beautiful they are. You line them up on your cookie sheet, lined with parchment paper, mind you, because the preserves tend to run. Mine didn't, but I read that they tend to run. So I think depending on your brand, it might run. So here, I have them in the fridge because this is what I recommend you do, right? I've already made a batch of these. I recommend you putting them lined up like this. They don't need a ton of space to bake. But then putting them back in the fridge. So this is gonna require you clearing out a space in your fridge for cookie sheets for my method. Because I'm just gonna put it back in there and let them chill for hours. I want them very, very cold so that when I put them in the oven, they don't immediately separate. That's what happens. If they get too warm, the butter and the cream cheese will start to come out of the cookie instead of baking it with the dough. And that's what you want. So we're gonna chill them for hours. I'm just gonna do it uncovered. And I'm gonna bake them tonight. It's, 12:30 right now. I'll bake them tonight. It'll be just fine after dinner. I'll see you for the finished result.